Graduates, you may be seated. Good afternoon. I am Rusty Sproat, the Director of the Warrensburg Area Career Center. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2016 graduating class of the Practical Nursing Program. So welcome. Family members, friends, without the support of you, these graduates would have had a hard time reaching their goal. The Warrensburg Area Career Center has a tradition of excellence. This is another example of that tradition. I am very pleased and honored to be able to add this list of graduates to the Career Center's successes. Graduates, congratulations and welcome. At this time, I will have Jackie Robertson, the PM coordinator, come up.
Good afternoon, faculty, staff, friends, family. I'm honored you could join us this afternoon for such a joyous occasion to honor our 2016 Practical Nursing graduates. This afternoon, as Mr. Sproat said, would not be possible without the hard work and dedication of the faculty, Mrs. Simmons, Ms. Schuster, Ms. Giverson, our administrator, Mr. Sproat, and the person that holds it all together, our administrative assistant, Ms. Carolyn Chambers. Most importantly, the students and those who have supported them over the last long 11 months. Graduates, congratulations. Graduating from an accelerated practical nursing program is no small feat, and for you, you deserve much praise, and certainly a lot of recognition. Your hard work and dedication has paid off. You are ready to go out and work as safe, practicing professional nurses. Florence Nightingale attributed her success saying, "I never gave or took any excuses." This quote has been echoed in many of you. Before we begin the ceremony, I would like to take a moment to recognize the audience, you. You're gathered here today, family, friends, and loved ones of the graduates. The first acknowledgement I wish to make is for the sacrifices and endless hours of study and clinical that you needed to put up with as your family's nursing student studied long, fought hard, all the way through the program. As I look out at you today, I wonder to myself, how many dinners were missed? How many games not attended? How often your family's particular nursing student locked themselves in the room studying for yet another exam? If you were not willing to make those sacrifices and provide that support, this day would not be possible. And for that, we applaud you. It is at this time I would like to introduce our 2016 Practical Nursing graduate, Student Nurse Organization Interim President, Allison Smith.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Warrensburg Area Career Center Practical Nursing Class of 2016, I would first like to thank our friends and families for gathering here this afternoon to celebrate this exciting time of our lives. Thank you for your sacrifices and endless hours of studying, homework, and clinical paperwork that you put up with as your family member or friend did what it took in order to be successful in this program. Just know that your love and support throughout the program does not go unnoticed. I would also like to thank our instructors for teaching, mentoring, motivating, and putting up with us for the past 11 months. Without your love and support, each and every one of us would not be here this afternoon. Go to nursing school, they said. It would be fun, they said. I don't know who they are, but they are greatly mistaken. For the past 11 months, we have spent over 150 days in the classroom, totaling up to 1,000 hours, and over 50 clinical days, completing 330 hours, applying the knowledge we learned in the classroom. We have completed over 150 exams, answering well over 3,000 test questions in order to be prepared to sit for the NCLEX. We have successfully completed 4 medical math exams with a passing rate of a 90% above. Who would have ever thought that math or nursing school consists of math exams? Or that you would have to fill out an incident report for every math problem you missed because you just committed a medication error. We have spent many late nights studying and learned that you can, in fact, still function on 4 hours of sleep. Or for some of us, none at all. We have learned that the ABCs are a little more important than just the first 3 letters of the alphabet. Aspirin is not a blood thinner, and whatever you do, don't be a Sarah. We have learned to lean on each other at our weakest moments and truly become a family, even if we do argue every now and then. That's what happens when you have a room full of girls, right? Some of us will go on to RN school, while others will begin their career in healthcare. No matter where you go, I know you will be successful, because each and every one of us are going to become safe, practicing nurses after this year. We have learned a lot and been through a year that seemed endless, but here we are, soon to be graduate nurses, a day that seemed so far away just months ago. Classmates, we did it. It seemed like just days ago we were sitting at orientation, meeting each other for the first time. We were so excited to start this journey, but this day seems so far away. Throughout the past 11 months, we have spent more time with each other than we have our own family. We have grown as individuals and professionals immensely since August 3rd, the first day of the rest of our lives. Although we have closed this chapter of our lives, growth does not end here. As you enter the workforce, or as you further your education, always keep this quote in mind. What you get by achieving your goal is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Henry Thoreau. In closing, I would like to share with you one of my favorite Bible verses, one that I seem to lean on often throughout this process. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and they will not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Isaiah 40, 29 through 31. At this time, our instructor, Mrs. Simmons, would like to say a few words.
Good afternoon. Welcome, family and friends, and thank you for supporting our students for the past 11 months. Your efforts have made a very big impact on the success of these graduates who sit before us today. We applaud you. Congratulations, graduates. It warms my heart to see each of you in your starched white uniforms and caps. This takes me back. Before you are 4 seasoned nurses behind me with 86 years of combined experience and knowledge. Today we would like to give you one more lesson on what we didn't tell you, but first let's review. When you first sat before me in class, you may have thought that add pie was how you ordered pie at Perkins, or that LOL meant laugh out loud, or that S1 and S2 were fighter jets at Whiteman, or that Epistaxis was an epic Uber taxi driver, or that Bachman and Winky Bach were my dog's names. Sorry guys, those are inside jokes, but they all get it. But now you know the rest of the story, or at least part of it. We would like to impart some wisdom before you go. We told you during orientation that this would be the hardest thing you have ever attempted in life. How many agree? Yeah. But that you were chosen, handpicked by us, because we knew that you could succeed. What we didn't tell you is that as a nurse, the hardest days are ahead of you. The hardest days when you are working a 12-hour shift, and 11 hours into it, you're showered with admissions, and one of your patients has taken a bad turn. Or when you made a mistake, a near miss, or worse. Or when you're working with a team of nurses or other healthcare providers who are not team players. Or when you tried your very hardest and carried out all the correct interventions and your patient passed away. For such days, we would like to give you 5 tools, and you should be taking notes. Number 1, remember you are blessed. Remember you are blessed, and you are not alone. You are blessed with knowledge, and you are surrounded by other wonderful nurses who have been in your shoes. We promise you that the selflessness of service will bless you. We promise you that the blessings you give to your patients will be far outweighed by the blessings you receive in return. Be open to receiving them. Number 2, teamwork and communication. A group becomes a team when each member is sure enough of their own skills to praise others. Remember to lift up your team members and help them when you can. And when you can't, ask for help. Seek guidance. Number 3, advocate. Often, you're the only person in a patient's room who is only thinking of that patient. Stand up, square your shoulders for your patient's wishes and needs. Nurse professionals are 3.1 million strong in the United States. We do have a voice. Only by getting involved and having a voice can nurses truly be the change agents and patient advocates that our customers expect us to be. Number 4, lifelong learning. Never stop learning. Try to learn something every day. Read nursing publications, sign up for online updates, go back to school, and things are constantly changing. Stay current. And number 5, forgiveness. This is probably the most important. Sick people are not nice. They are afraid. They are angry, in pain, feel helpless, hopeless, and confused. Forgive them. Health professionals are not always nice people either. Forgive them. And most importantly, at the end of those worst days, forgive yourself. Thank you.
Graduates, the faculty and I would like to present a few awards. The faculty and staff at the Warrensburg Area Career Center have nominated and chosen the following students for their outstanding achievements during the 2015-16 school year. The first award is the Valedictorian Award. This graduate is deemed to be the highest academically ranked student in the class. She applied herself in stride to get the most from her education. She was dedicated to her education while balancing life and family. This award goes to Chastity Burnett. The second award is the Perfect Attendance Award. This school year, as Allison said, we had over 150 days of class and 47 clinical days. This student did not miss 1 minute of neither class nor clinical. She showed her dedication to this program and her education. Often, this student arrived early, before faculty and fellow classmates, as well as holding an office in the student nurse organization. This award goes to Allison Smith. The third award is the Distinctive Achievement Award. This graduate demonstrated a commitment to the practical nursing program and her academic excellence in both the classroom and clinical setting. Her dedication to nursing and her profession and positive attitude to patients, classmates, and faculty was unprecedented. She willingly served on the advisory board for both the program and the director, showing her commitment to her education and the future of nursing. This award goes to Alicia Welch.
Give it up. I know.
The next award is the Clinical Excellence Award. This graduate demonstrated clinical excellence with every clinical experience. She was dedicated to her education and sought out every possible learning opportunity while in the clinical setting. Time after time, the student rose to the occasion, demonstrating clinical excellence through competent, compassionate, confident, and conscientious care to every patient. She exhibited excellence not only in the clinical setting, but with her clinical paperwork, and we all know how hard that is. This award goes to Kendra Payne. She's dying to hug me. The last award is the Professional Leadership Award. This graduate continuously possessed a positive attitude in the clinical and classroom. She was often seen denying her own needs for the needs of others. She fostered a positive public image of nursing, engaged in many volunteer activities, and was an active contributor both departmentally and professionally. This award goes to Jessica Reisman. This is the time they have all been waiting for. It is my pleasure to ask Miss Angela Simmons to come back to the stage, and we will be passing out diplomas and pins.
Emily Nicole Blackburn, Student Nurse Organization Class Treasurer. I would like to thank Shay for always being there when I fell apart, Lauren for letting me take my stress out on you, and Mom for staying up and helping me get ready for the many tests, for helping guide me through all of life's obstacles. Chastity Nicole Burnett, Student Nurse Organization Class Secretary and Passport recipient. I would first like to thank my husband Josh and my two boys, Braden and Landon, for all the support and patience. Thank you for showering me with endless hugs and kisses and telling me how proud you were of me. I would also like to thank my mom, dad, mother-in-law, grandmother for always being there to help out with the boys. And most of all, for your words of encouragement. Last but not least, I want to thank my fellow classmates. I could not have asked for a better group of girls to accomplish this journey with. Jessica Ann Hopper, Student Nurse Organization Class Fundraising Coordinator. I would like to thank each and every one of my classmates. We've been through a lot in the last 10 months, and it has made us stronger. We have created friendships that will last a lifetime. My mom, the rest of my family, Kaylee, thank you for the uplifting and emotional support you have given me for 10 months. It would have been impossible without you being a phone call away. I thank God for giving me the strength to carry on and prevail through to the end of this program. It truly has been the hardest year of my life. Erin Elizabeth Kelly, passport recipient. I would like to thank God for helping me through this year, my parents for being there to push me and help with the kids, Dwayne for being my rock and never giving up on me, my kids for forgiving me for studying all the time, and my godmother for continually pushing me to never give up. Kimberly Irene Lancaster. Thank you to all those who believed in me and inspired my faith with your prayers and love. God has truly blessed me with a strong partner, faithful parents, friends, and family that never left my side. Brittany Rochelle Leclerc. I would like to thank Callie for taking on everything in our home life so that I could focus on school. My mom and dad for always supporting me and pushing me to accomplish my goals. Lastly, and my kids for motivating me without even knowing that they were doing so. Lastly, I would like to thank my classmates for being my family for the last 11 months. It's been an emotional ride that I will never forget. We did it. Kendra Leanne Payne. I would like to thank my family for the amazing encouragement and always dealing with my crazy, stressed out self. I also like to thank my friends who were always there even on my worst and emotional days. I would like to thank my teachers for never letting us give up on ourselves and letting us throw in the towel. Allison Paige Smith. Student Nurse Organization Class Vice President and Interim President, passport recipient. Mom, Dad, Anna, Kelsey, Cameron, and Colton, thank you for always being my biggest fans and believing in me from day one, even if I didn't believe in myself. Cole, thank you for dealing with me and my emotional breakdowns within the last 11 months. I know it hasn't been easy on you either. And lastly, I would like to thank my classmates up here and in the audience. You are some of the most sincere and caring people I have ever met. Thank you. Rachel K. V., Student Nurse Organization Class Historian. I would like to thank Chris, my mom and dad, for always supporting me in everything I do. I would also like to thank the rest of my family and friends for being the best support system throughout this year, and I cannot forget my wonderful classmates. I am walking away from this with many lifelong friendships and great memories. Congrats, girls, we did it. Alicia Michelle Welch, Advisory Board Member. I would like to thank my husband, Jesse, for always encouraging me, even when I thought I couldn't. My kids for accepting the fact that my homework literally never ended and that I was doing this for them. My sisters, even though I hardly saw them, they never stopped believing in me. And of course, my classmates. We did it. She says, thank you. Jessie Lynn Weisman. I am truly blessed by God to attain this day. Thank you to all my family and friends who had faith in my goal to become a nurse. Success could not have been accomplished without encouragement and guidance from each instructor.
Sorry.
Thank you. Fellow nurses of the audience and graduates, please stand and join me in reciting the nursing pledge located in your program.
You're talking about us? I was supposed to stand.
Before God and those
assembled here, I solemnly pledge to adhere to the code of ethics of the nursing profession, to cooperate faithfully with the other members of the nursing team, and to carry out faithfully and to the best of my abilities the instructions of the physicians or the nurse who may be assigned to supervise my work. I will not do anything evil or malicious, and I will not knowingly give any harmful drug or assist in malpractice. And I pledge myself to do all in my power to raise the standards and the prestige of practical nursing. May my life be devoted to service and to the high ideals of the nursing profession.
Before we close this afternoon's ceremonies, I would like to take this last opportunity to say on behalf of the faculty, staff, and administrators, congratulations, both the graduates and family and friends who have helped us arrive at this moment. Please join us for a reception in the cafeteria immediately following.